Today, let's talk about the online cash machine. If you've come across this program, you've probably seen the flashy claims in a video by John Myers about making up to $500 a day or even $24,000 pushing a button. And it sounds tempting, but is it legit? Let's dig into what this really is and whether it actually delivers on those big promises. Before I start, if you're tired of scams and want a real solution for making money online, check out my #1 recommendation in the description below. So, what exactly is the online cash machine? Well, it's a program being marketed by a guy called John Myers. He presents it as an online business opportunity, allegedly offering training and access to lucrative income streams. The business model revolves around drop shipping. That's where you'll be setting up an e-commerce website and selling health and wellness supplements under a private label. Sounds reasonable so far, but here's where things start to get shaky. First, let's talk about transparency, or the lack of it. The creator of this program, John Myers, doesn't have any real online presence. And when you look deeper, you'll notice that there's barely any verifiable information about who actually runs this program. That's a huge red flag because any legitimate online business or training program should have a real person with a track record behind it. If you can't verify who's selling you something, you should be asking why. Now, let's get into the meat of what they actually offer. Once you sign up for $47, you get access to a members area where they provide training on web design and e-commerce, supposedly giving you the knowledge and tools to set up your own dropshipping site. They also throw in marketing and SEO strategies to help you get traffic to your store. That all sounds great in theory, but the problem is that the training itself is vague and generic. If you've ever researched dropshipping before, you'll know that setting up a store is only a tiny part of the process. The real challenge is finding winning products, setting up reliable suppliers, and actually driving traffic that converts into sales. None of this is covered in depth in Online Cash Machine. One of the biggest red flags for me is the emphasis on recruitment. While they do teach dropshipping, a large portion of their strategy revolves around getting you to promote the Online Cash Machine program itself. That's where things start feeling a lot like a pyramid scheme. Instead of focusing purely on building a sustainable e-commerce business, they push you towards signing up more people into the program. Why? Because that's where they make their real money. Think about it. If their dropshipping model was so effective, why wouldn't they just focus on that instead of pushing you to recruit others? It's because they make more money selling the dream than actually helping people succeed with e-commerce. Now, can you make money with this? Technically, yes. If you put in the work, you might see some success selling the health and wellness products they promote. But will you effortlessly make $500 a day like John suggests? Not likely. And if you do make money, there's a good chance it's going to be from referring others rather than selling actual products. That's a serious problem because it means the business isn't really about e-commerce. It's about perpetuating the cycle of new signups. Another thing to consider is sustainability. Real businesses provide value, whether it's through products, services, or content. If a business model relies too heavily on getting new people to join rather than selling an actual product, it's not going to last. Eventually, you run out of new recruits and the whole thing collapses. At the end of the day, the Online Cash Machine just doesn't hold up as a legitimate long-term way to make money online. It has all the hallmarks of an overhyped online money-making scheme, which includes bold claims, lack of transparency, and a heavy focus on recruitment. The initial cost might seem low, but once you factor in the time and effort it takes to make it work, it's just not worth it. If you're serious about making money online, there are better ways to do it. Before you leave, if you're tired of scams and want a real solution for making money online, check out my #1 recommendation. Click the link in the description to see the best business to start online, which made me over $26,000 last month alone. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up below and subscribe for more.